Don't trust him.
Okay. How you doing?
Feeling better?
Yeah. It was weird. Quickly as it came on, it was gone. Like 11 o'clock yesterday, all of a sudden it was like someone flipped the switch and I was like, "Oop, I feel good."
Oh, it's like when you get the 24 hours.
I think Jesse tried to poison me.
There's always that. Pretty sure she'd have tried.
Yeah.
She'd have been gone.
Yeah, she would have tried it. She would have been successful.
So that can't be it.
No.
Her and your wife would have been.
Well, they've been hanging out with each other. So
Yeah, exactly.
Jesse and Claire and my wife
Uh,
communicating with each other makes me really uncomfortable. My wife at home and my two work wives telling me how I need to live my life. Pretty good at it though.
yeah, they're good at it, but you don't listen.
They
to
keep me- I don't listen very well. Yeah, but they knew that going in.
A lot of talking, not a lot of listening.
I perfected using the word whatever.
Don't all husbands.
Oh, wow. That was a shock.
Don't what?
All husbands.
Yeah. No, it's the word whatever, and then it's also the selective hearing.
Mm-hmm.
At certain times we can hear your voice, other times not so much.
That's the beauty of hearing aids.
Yeah.
Cindy's convinced that this button has a wife mode on it.
It's kind of like wah, wah, wah,
Yeah.
wah.
Charlie Brown.
It's like an old Charlie Brown cartoon. Got it.
What did you say?
I'm all over that. Yeah.
Were you talking to me or the dog?
A little wife bashing on my 42nd anniversary.
Is your anniversary today?
It is.
Okay. You ready? Okay. It is 1:30 and it's time on the record for time on our schedule for us to have a planning hearing. Today we're going to be hearing one file. That's planning file ZC 0014-20. And before we get started, since Mike's looking in the door, our clerk Mike Roseville. Mike, do you need any hearing or visual help? Or?
I do. I need lots of help.
Yeah, that's for sure. Is there anybody that needs any visual or hearing aids? You can borrow Steve's hearing aids if you want, or clean the earwax off. I'm going to go ahead and call for conflicts of interest. Any commissioners have a conflict of interest?
Commissioner Conley has no conflict.
Commissioner Bradshaw has no conflict.
And Commissioner McDonald, I have no conflict of interest. So with that being said, let's go ahead and move forward. And I'm going to go ahead and turn this over to planning staff to present the file.
Right. Hi, my name is Tessa Vogel, and I'm a planner with the Bonner County Planning Department. We're going to be hearing a zone change file, ZC 0014-20, to change the property zone from Rural 10 to Rural 5. Noticing was done to neighbors and publishing in the newspaper on December 8th, and the site posting was placed at the property on November 30th. This is just a list of the portions of the code that was looked at when reviewing the standards for this zone change. And this is the project site that you can see in those photos. The project site is a vacant 20.08 acre parcel located along Hunter Road across the street from Hunter Acres in the Blanchard area. The property has a land use designation of rural residential and is currently zoned rural 10. The site does not contain map slopes, wetlands, or surface water and has two prime farmland soils present, Rathdrum Bonner Ashy Silt Loams and Kootenai Gravelly Silt Loam. The site is served by individual well and septic, the Spirit Lake Fire District, and Inland Power and Light. The properties adjacent to the site have a land use designation of rural residential and are zoned rural 5 to the west and rural 10 to the north, south, and east. The applicants are proposing a zone change from rural 10 to rural 5 and state that they would like to rezone the property in order to allow for a land division to create 4 lots for their grandchildren. A land division application will be required to create the 4 lots. and no application has been turned in to the planning department at this time. So this, on the board here, you can see the comprehensive plan designation rural residential and essentially what it allows for. With this, the requested zone change from rural 10 to rural 5 would be in compliance with the existing comprehensive plan land use designation, as the rural residential land use designation allows for all the zoning districts. We only have two, rural 10, rural 5. On the board, you will see the rural district criteria for both the rural 10 and rural 5 zones. The property is currently zoned rural 10, and the applicants are proposing to rezone the subject property to rural 5. Use of the rural 5 zone is appropriate in areas designated rural residential in the comprehensive plan that are already developed at or near the 1 dwelling per 5 acre density and or do not meet the criteria of the rural 10 zone. We routed to agencies for comment on December 8th. We received no comment from Bonner County Road and Bridge and the Department of Environmental Quality. Inland Power and Light stated that they would be the serving utility for the parcel as they supply electric service from Hunter Road. And Panhandle Health District stated that they didn't have a comment necessarily for the zone change, but that they noted that the application states there is to be individual septic provided for each new lot that is proposed for in the future, that they have no record of any septic approval for the property, and that they recommend the applicant contact Panhandle Health District to assess the septic feasibility. All other agencies and taxing districts that were routed did not respond. We also routed to the public, that is property owners within 300 feet of the subject property, along with posting in the newspaper, all on December 8th, but we received no public comments. For our findings of fact, the existing parcel is designated rural residential in the comp plan. The site fronts on Hunter Road, a public roadway within a public right-of-way. The entire approximately 20 acre parcel is proposed to be rezoned from rural 10 to rural 5. The parcels and lots in the vicinity are zoned rural 5 and rural 10 with a comprehensive plan designation of rural residential, neither vacant or developed with residential uses. The site is within the boundaries of the Spirit Lake Fire District and is to be served by individual septic, well, and inland power and light. A land division application with Bonner County will be required for the proposed land division. And the parcel does not feature slopes, wetlands, or surface water. Conclusion 1, the proposal is in accord with the following elements of the Bonner County Comprehensive Plan. These are all of the chapters found within the comp plan. Conclusion 2, this proposal was reviewed for compliance with Title 12 of the Bonner County Revised Code and was found to be in compliance. And lastly, the proposal is in accord with the purpose of the Rural 5 zoning district provided at Chapter 3, Title 12, the Bonner County Revised Code. So staff concluded this project is consistent with Bonner County Revised Code and with the general and specific objectives of the Bonner County Comprehensive Plan based upon the information found in the background portion of the staff report and as demonstrated by the findings and fact and conclusions of law. With that, the Rural 5 zoning is appropriate based upon the known facts. The site is in an area designated rural residential in the comp plan and is adjacent to areas that are already developed at or near the 1 dwelling per 5 acre density requirement. The site has access to and fronts on a public right-of-way with a built public road. The site is proposed to be served by individual septic and well. The site is within the boundaries of the Spirit Lake Fire District. The site is without slopes, surface water, wetlands, floodplains, or floodways. The expansion of the existing Rural 5 district will not seem to have any negative impacts on the safety of the county road, which is Hunter Road, per the Bonner County Road and Bridge Department stating that they had no comments regarding the proposal. And lastly, the existing parcel is designated as rural residential in the comprehensive plan. At the January 7th, 2021 Planning and Zoning Commission public hearing, the P&Z Commission recommended approval to the board to change the zone from rural 10 to rural 5. And staff recommends approval of the zone change as well. And that concludes my presentation.
Thank you. Anybody have questions for staff?
No. Straightforward.
Pretty good.
Pretty simple.
Okay, anybody here representing the owner that wants to speak? Or
I'm the owner, but I don't know anything to say. She does it every time wonderfully.
Anymore with as many people as planning and zoning keeps going through, we never know if you're employees, new employees, or what's going on. Usually if you're a new employee, we kind of do a little bit of hazing, but
Yeah, we don't have grandkids, so it's for the kids.
For the kids, okay.
Yes.
really, so apparently now this future is up to you.
Yes, apparently.
A lot of pressure there.
Dad and I want grandkids, but so far, we're just these guys.
Oh, gosh, I better quit while I'm way behind.
You know, this how, when Milton, or when you said the planning office, you said the planner.
Yeah.
That's one.
Sorry. Planning is in the office. Okay. Well, with, is there anybody opposed? Are you opposed? You want to be opposed? Someone, Josh, would you like to be opposed? Have a lively debate? No, okay. Okay, well, with that, then I'm going to go ahead and close. Close any-
Everybody on Zoom.
Oh, do we have someone on Zoom? Is someone we know, or is this like a surprise special guest? We have to guess their identity? George? Okay. George, can you hear us? You know how to unmute? Is he muted?
Well, she said he's.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. George, if you have a comment, now would be the perfect time to make it before I close.
I have no comment.
Okay, good. Okay, well, with that, then I will go ahead and move to close comment. And we'll deliberate between the commissioners.
Pretty straightforward.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It fits.
yeah, I don't see a lot of complications
Yeah,
on
I
this
think it
one.
looks great. We've got approval by Planning and Zoning Commission and the Planning Department, so I think it makes perfect sense. If that being the case, I'll go ahead and entertain a motion.
All right, I move to approve this project file ZC 0014-20, requesting a zone change from rural 10 to rural 5, finding that it is in accord with the general and specific objectives of Bonner County Comprehensive Plan and Bonner County Revised Code as enumerated in the following conclusions of law. Based upon the evidence submitted up to the time the staff report was prepared and testimony received at this hearing, I further move to adopt the following findings of fact and conclusions of law as written. This action does not result in the taking of property.
I'll second the motion.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. Okay, now the zone change ordinance.
Mr. Chairman, I move to approve an ordinance of Bonner County, the number to be assigned, citing its authority and providing for the amendment of the official zoning map of Bonner County by the reclassification of lands located in section 16, township 54 north, range 5 west, Boise Meridian, Bonner County, Idaho, from rural 10 to rural 5, and providing for an effective date. I further move to authorize the chair to sign the official supplementary zoning map upon publication of the ordinance.
Second that.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. This is a roll call vote. Is it? No. Okay. All those in favor say aye.
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 Aye, motion passes. And it is 1:40. This might be a new land speed record.
Wait a second, wait a second.
Wait a second.
They do the ordinance?
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
ordinance is a roll call.
That's what I thought. Okay. So let's back that up then for the record, and we'll go ahead and call for a roll call vote on the zone change ordinance motion.
Commissioner McDonald?
Aye.
Commissioner
Aye.
Farley?
Aye, ma'am.
Okay, we still made it in good time. So with that, with the long motion. With that, it's 1:41. We'll go ahead and adjourn this hearing.
Yeah.
It probably wouldn't even worth your time to drive in.